Hi Rangers fans, Hoops are here. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been on the channel talking about QPR while the Euros has been on, but it feels very good to be back. Because with development squad and senior squad news, our first summer signings looking pretty imminent, our brand new away kit revealed, and our 2024-25 fixtures finally announced, there is loads to chat about in this latest Rangers Rumour Roundup. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. Kicking off with the dev squad news since my last video, 20-year-old midfielder Harry Murphy, who joined the club when he was just 10 years old and signed his first professional contract with the Ars last summer, has extended his stay. 20-year-old goalkeeper Matteo Salamon, who joined at the age of 11, has also agreed a new deal, having signed his first professional contract back in 2022. The final dev squad extension is 21-year-old midfielder Alex Aoraha, who after making his professional debut for QPR back in August 2023 against Norwich in the EFL Cup, is targeting more first-team football next season. Outside of extensions, QPR have also made their fifth development squad signing of the summer with the arrival of 17-year-old left-back Rocco Friel from Hearts. I spoke about him in my last Rangers Rumour Roundup, and after declining a new deal with Hearts, he has made the full move to W12. He will be a very interesting one to watch over the next couple of years. In senior squad news, it was announced the week before last that Dixon-Bonner has extended his contract at QPR, which I think is great news. He made 26 appearances for the Ars last season, but he couldn't really get into the team under Marti Cifuentes in that second half of the season. I don't really think that was down to him. I think Marti found a team that worked, and obviously with that run that we had and going so close to relegation, he didn't really want to change it up and risk things too much. The fact he threw him in for that final match against Coventry, gave him the 81 minutes, gave him that opportunity to impress, shows that he does rate him highly, and clearly the club does too, because they have offered him this extended deal. I think he'll get a lot more minutes next season, and I'm really excited to see how he develops under Marti. Sinclair Armstrong has also had his contract extended, with QPR activating that optional additional year on his contract, keeping him until next summer. But this one isn't quite as clear as Dixon-Bonner's situation. That's because this isn't really a new contract, it's just the optional year that the club wrote into his initial professional contract. So that poses the question, are we looking to get him onto a new deal to protect his future at QPR, or are we looking to sell this summer? There have been rumours about both floating about, nothing I've really seen from concrete sources, but it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out over the season, because if he doesn't agree that new deal, he's another player that's free to talk to other clubs next January and could be walking away for a free next summer. So I would imagine if there is indication that he's not willing to stay on a new contract, that they may look to offload him this summer. I hope we can agree a new deal with him. I think he does have a future with Rangers, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. Another player who has signed a new contract is 22-year-old goalkeeper Mahoney, who impressed on loan at Swindon Town with 25 appearances for the Robins before a hamstring injury ended his season in December. Murphy, of course, made a number of appearances for the first team in 21-22 during the keeper crisis in Warburton's final season in charge, and will be looking to get back on track to his path to the first team following that injury last season. And lastly, Begovic has confirmed today with a very subtle post online that despite rumours suggesting that he may be extending his stay at W12, he has departed following the expiration of his one-year deal. I think that makes a lot of sense for both parties, and that departure leads us nicely into this video's transfer rumours. Because according to a number of sources now, QPR have completed the signing of 30-year-old French goalkeeper Paul Nardi upon the expiration of his contract with Belgian Pro League side Ghent. And in fact, by the time that you're watching this video, he may very well have been announced. The Frenchman has made a total of 284 career appearances to date at a number of French clubs, and most recently Ghent, where he was their number one goalkeeper in 22-23 before reduced playing time last season. Assuming this one gets announced and nothing weird happens at the last minute, I'll be posting a separate video all about Nardi and what to expect him to bring to Rangers. And with Joe Walsh and Murphy Mahoney, both young keepers that have extended their stays at QPR and players that are going to be looking for more first team football over the coming season, it's going to be very interesting to see if Nardi slots straight in as our number one. Highly rated Scottish centre-back Liam Morrison is another player that is allegedly close to signing to QPR from Bayern Munich too. It's not very clear whether this is a loan or a permanent deal, though he only has a year left on his deal in Germany, so a loan would be unusual unless they're looking to tie him down on a new deal before loaning him back out. 20-year-old Morrison spent his youth career at Rangers and Celtic, but but unusually was nabbed by Bayern at the age of just 16. The Guardian named him one of the 60 best young talents in the world just a year later, and he impressed on loan at Wigan Athletic last season. Just like Nardi, I'll be posting a separate video all about Morrison should this one get over the line, so make sure you're subscribed to see when those videos go live. Outside of player news, we've of course seen the 2024-25 fixtures announced for the Championship, and it's looking like a tough opening month for QPR. You've got West Brom on the opening day on Saturday the 10th, 12:30 kickoff, just like the rest of the Championship fixtures, which is giving us a great first taste of this new Sky TV schedule. Sheffield United away, Plymouth Argyle at home on the 24th, and then Luton Town on Saturday the 31st. Then there's your very packed November and December schedules as well, 12 matches over those 2 months. Nice long journey to Swansea on Boxing Day and then back across to Norwich on Sunday the 29th. Lots of Tuesdays and Wednesdays creeping in there as well. And then of course, if we are playing well or if we're in another relegation battle, Sky will probably be picking us for telly quite a lot. I'm pretty sure they have until the end of next week to confirm our games up to September, whether any others have been picked for TV. So we should know whether any of those are going to change by the end of next week. As I say, tough opening month. That is going to be a real test of the work that we've done over the summer, but I can't wait. Elsewhere on the fixture front, today we found out our first opponents in the Carabao Cup, with QPR drawing Cambridge United away in the first round. This match is due to be played during the week commencing Monday the 12th of August, so just after our first fixture of the Championship season. So fingers crossed we'll make it past the first round this time. Of course, in other news, QPR have revealed their away strip for this season. A nice black shirt with the red, gold and green detailing on the collar and the sleeves. Got to say, I'm a big fan of this. I think this is going to look great on the pitch. No, it's not very QPR, but I'm a big fan of doing something different for the away kit. You've got those gold embellishments on the badge and on the sponsor, quite similar to the away strip we had in Warburton's last season. And then there's those subtle symbols which have been taken from the QPR badge of 1953 to 72, of course with the crest of the borough of Hammersmith. And I just really like those details, very subtle but a nice touch. For me, this is a solid 8 out of 10. Like I say, I think it'll be even better on the pitch, and I think I prefer this over the home kit. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And finally, to wrap us up, QPR of course returned to training today. The photos of players arriving have been drip fed through the QPR Twitter page, and preparations begin ahead of the team heading out to Spain for that 11-day training camp next week. As I say, it might have already happened by the time I put this video out, but the fact that back at the training ground might see them take a couple of new player photos as well. So not long now before pre-season begins, and hopefully the transfers in start coming thick and fast. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's been great to talk about QPR again, and the content is going to start increasing now as there's lots more to chat about, as you can see from this one. Do let me know what you think about all of this news in the comments below if you have any thoughts of your own. And like I say, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then do hit like and subscribe. It really helps me to grow the channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.